guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Steph. Today, you can already see from the description, we're going to be doing my August weekly pages. So again, my August theme is paper planes and palm trees, and we are gearing up to head out to California, which I'm super excited about. So we're going to carry these themes of pink and paper planes and palm trees over into the weeklies. So without further ado, let's get started. So when I set up my weeklies for most months, I usually stick to the same weekly layout for the entire month just for consistency and all that. But with everything going on in August, I had very different weekly needs. So this week here, I went for the 1st through the 8th because I like to start my weeks on Mondays. So I had to grab the 1st, which was a Sunday, and run through the following Sunday, which is why this one is 8. So I just made 4 evenly spaced boxes on either side, gave myself a notes section, a place to write goals, key tasks, and my meal log. And yeah, this is going to be, here I am referencing which color pen because I have several pink pens that I'm actively using right now, to make sure I was using the right one. So that's what that theme log is for, is so that I can go back if I'm doing another weekly setup and remember which number I need to be working with. So I still couldn't believe, because this just looks so pink, so bright pink to me. I thought it was more muted when I was doing it before, but it's not. It is definitely the right color. Every page, except for the final weekly, has a doodle on it. So I don't usually do that either. I don't usually, unless it's just a real simple pattern, I usually don't incorporate my themes beyond the colors into my weeklies. But I had all this extra space. It's one of the benefits of the B5 size journal. And then I just wanted to give you guys a little close-up of the doodles that I'm doing. Again, just paper planes and palm trees. But like I was saying, one of the benefits of the B5 size is you've got so much extra space to work with. Plenty of space to write things down. I write things down I probably don't even need to, just because I have the space available. So I really enjoy having the larger journal, although I am making a bullet journal for somebody else for 2022, and theirs is closer to an A5 size. It's not an Archer and Olive journal. So I'm also really enjoying the compact, cute little spreads I'm able to create in that space as well. Accidentally folded the paper. I was so sad, but it's pretty much straight. So here you can see, sort of, I'm just doing those little hatch marks to make the leaves or the fronds of the palm leaves. And I'll get, again, just like I did in the monthly setup, I'll go back over all of the downward facing sides with an extra layer to give it some depth, and then fill in the trunk and draw in some coconuts with my 005 pen. So for this palm tree, I actually used the brush tip part of the Tombow, and for all the rest of them I used the non-brush tip, the fine liner side, I guess. And I actually don't know which version I like better. So if you guys have a preference of which one looks better in the doodle, please let me know in the comments, because they're the same in terms of difficulty, but you get more of a individual frond appearance from the fine liner side and not the brush part. I don't know. I think you guys understand what I'm saying. Which one looks better to you after you've seen me do both? So this page is, I'm creating I have a big project at work that I am doing that week, and that's going to require me to time track a little bit how I'm spending my time and where I'm going to fit appointments and meetings and things into. So I am doing an 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Schedule type of setup this week. Again, probably only works because of how large the B5 journal is. So if you're using an A5, more standard bullet journal, you may not be able to get an 8 to 8, 12 hours, or you'd have to give up, maybe that area at the bottom for key tasks and things like that. So what I've done here is I've done the 8 to 8, and then I've done daily tasks, like things that need to be done those days, and then I have the weekly key tasks section at the bottom. And so I can fill in when I'm having meetings, when I'm doing check-ins with other people on my team, things like that. And then at the bottom, the house stuff, like make sure to do your laundry, or you're going out to lunch today, things like that. I still can't get over how weirdly like a spider or a firework the palm trees look until I fill in the green parts. But, if you're looking for something spooky or creepy to do for like October, start the process of drawing palm trees and end up with, long-legged spiders. To give you guys an idea, it took me all together a little over an hour to set up all of these weeklies, mostly because this next weekly is about the easiest spread that I've done in this bullet journal so far. It's just a big empty page with a couple of doodles in it. This is the week I will be in California visiting family and things and touring the northern part of the state. And so I didn't want to have a task list style. I wanted this to very much be a journal style. So I'm only giving the header with the doodle, and then I am writing in Sunday, which is the first day that we will be actively like enjoying the state. So I can either do doodles to represent what I've done, or I can do journal entries about what we did or the best parts, or you know, things like that. So I just wanted this to be kind of a fun spread to look back on afterwards, and I didn't want it to just be like an itinerary task list, because I'm trying not to overly plan the whole thing. We have obviously hotel reservations and we have to have a certain timeline, but as far as what we do when we get there, I've done so many of those things that I'm really going to leave a lot of that up to him based on my recommendations, I guess. How that's going to work. But trying not to like totally micromanage the whole situation, aside from keeping us on track to get to our reservations. I almost kind of like it without the brown as well. That kind of gives me very Jungle Book vibes, like the classic Jungle Book. And this is the final weekly setup that I am doing today. This is going to carry me from the 23rd through the 31st. So this is very similar to my own normal weekly setup that I've been using for July, and I'm actually really enjoying it, which is why I brought it back for the end of August, because I will have returned to a somewhat normal state. That will be like the week before school kicks back in, and I'm going to have tons of, you know, getting my daughter her checkup before she returns to campus and stuff like that. So it's going to be a pretty busy week as well. I'm hoping I'm not totally exhausted when I get back from my vacation, but we will see. I tend to be overdoing it when I get opportunities like that to travel and see family. So, but basically it's just 8 boxes, 4 on either page. Normally for a weekly I would do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week, but since it's the end of the month and because I needed to squeeze in Monday and Tuesday, I went ahead and did a weekend box and then a Monday, Tuesday, and then instead of a notes section, which I typically do on the right hand side, I did a next month section, since I'm missing that from the boxes. I also eliminated the to buy section because I just don't see myself needing it. Most of the reason I have it in the other weeklies is so that I can identify things I need for the trip. Like make sure you buy, you know, travel size shampoo, that type of thing. That is my weekly spreads for August, and I'm super excited for next month. Again, it is my birthday month and we have this big trip planned, which is again why this is set up this way all these days, because I wanted to end it on Sunday so it could start on Monday. This week is super busy, so I need this time tracking for accountability reasons. For my job, and then This is just wide open. I can doodle, I can write in what I want each day of my trip. And then this is my standard weekly, with the difference that this doesn't usually say weekend. It would usually say Saturday, Sunday, next week, and I would have a notes section here. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out this long, and let me know which of those weekly setups is your favorite, or if you do something completely different. I'm always looking for better weekly setup videos. Thanks again for hanging out. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'll see you next time.